Good afternoon, dear students. I welcome you all in digital class of biology. Dear students, as we all know that we are studying the chapter principle of inheritance and variation, and we had already started with its last topic, that is genetic disorder. Today I would like to proceed with the same, but before that I would like to motivate you all with the beautiful sayings of Lord Krishna. Dear student, he says that the only way you can conquer me through love, and there I am gladly conquered. So, dear student, similarly, if you want to conquer any person, just love him or her. You will ultimately see that there is change in his or her behavior. Okay, so you have to just love the person. Okay, so I hope so that you have understood the deep meaning behind this beautiful thought. So with this I would like to start. Student, this is the name of the chapter, that is Principles of Inheritance and Variation. We all are well aware of this great personality, that is Gregor Johann Mendel. He is known as the father of genetics. He born in the year 1822 and died in the year 1884. He was an Austrian monk. He worked on an experiment of hybridization on pea plant, and its botanical name is Pisum sativum, and he published his result in a book known as Translation of the Character in the Natural History of Society of Brunn. Dear students, as already I have told you that there were three scientists, that is Hugo de Vries of Holland, Franz Correns of Germany, Erich Teschmark of Australia, who together rediscovered the work of Mendel in the year 1900. They started rediscovering it at different places. And thus after this Mendel was regarded is regarded as the father of classical genetics. And now we know that there is one more father, that is father of experimental genetics, and he is Thomas Hunt Morgan. But if the question is simple, who is known as father of genetics, then obviously it is your Gregor Johann Mendel. If they will ask that who is the father of classical genetics or experimental genetics, then it would be separate. So dear students, we were studying about genetic disorder, and in this chapter already we had studied about Mendel disorder, and in Mendel disorder we had studied about hemophilia. And today we will study about sickle cell anemia. Before that I just want to give you summary of this disease, that what was here. Student, this hemophilia is a sex linked recessive disease. We all know about this. And what happen in this, the defective individual will continue to bleed even after a simple cut. And remember that the gene for hemophilia is located on X chromosome. Clear? And in this the disease transmitted from unaffected carrier female to some of the male progeny. If I take this example, I have told you about one term, that is crisscross inheritance. What happen in that? Father will transmit his character to daughter, and mother will transmit her character to son. Clear? Example, we can see here that XH is in father, and after that it has been transmitted to the daughter. Clear? Dear student, today we will study about sickle cell anemia. As you can see in this picture, that some red blood cells are biconcave shape and some are of sickle shape. So this is your sickle cell anemia, when the shape of your RBC changes to sickle like. So if I will take the definition of sickle cell anemia, so student, what happen in this RBC production that give RBCs a sickle shape during hypoxia. Hypoxia means whenever there is deficiency of oxygen, your RBC will change into sickle shape, as you can see in this picture also. So student, might be that there is question in your mind that how this sickle cell anemia occur. So dear student, I have told you about this diseases in my previous topic also, that is pleiotropy. Okay, in that what happened, the sixth amino acid, okay, that is glutamic acid has been replaced by valine, and this leads to the formation of the sickle cell anemia, as you can see in this picture also. From this it would be clearly understandable to you. See here student, in first chain there is glutamic acid at the sixth position. Okay, it will lead to the normal RBCs, but when mutation occur, okay, this will change into valine, and this will lead to the formation of sickle cell, okay, sickle red blood cells. I hope so that you have got an idea. Next disease is student phenylketonuria. What happened in this student? It is an inborn error of metabolism and is inherited as autosomal recessive trait. I repeat, autosomal recessive trait means it will affect your autosomes, and by this male and female both are suffered. Clear? What happened in this affected individual? It will lack an enzyme known as phenylalanine hydroxylase. Okay, there is the absence of this enzyme students, and that convert amino acid phenylalanine into tyrosine in liver, and it is very potent, okay, for the conversion of phenylalanine into tyrosine. But when there is no this enzyme, when this enzyme is not present, what would happen? Phenylalanine, it will accumulate and it will get converted into phenylpyruvic acid. Okay, and this will affect the brain, which will result into the mental disorder. Clear? So here you need to remember that in this disease what happened, phenylalanine hydroxylase does not formed. Okay, and due to absence of this enzyme, there is no conversion of phenylalanine into tyrosine in liver, result of which what will happen, your phenylalanine, okay, will accumulate and will get converted into phenylpyruvic acid, that is very much, okay, toxic, and it can affect our brain. Okay, the result of which there will be various mental disorder. Understood? Dear student, now we will study about chromosomal disorder. Okay, what are these chromosomal disorder? These are caused due to excess, absence or abnormal arrangement of one or more chromosome. Student, how it happen? Sometimes the chromatids, they fail to segregate during cell division, which result in gain or loss of a chromosome, and this is known as aneuploidy. And under this we will study about Down syndrome, about Turner syndrome, about Klinefelter syndrome. Okay, only these three are in your syllabus, so we will study about these three only. Clear? So dear student, first disease is Down syndrome. What happened in this? How it is caused? It is caused due to additional copy of chromosome number 21, or I can say there is trisomy of chromosome 21. As you can see in this picture also, students, see down where 21 is given blue color structure. Okay, in spite of 2 there are 3 21 chromosomes. Clear? And it was described by Langdon Down in the year 1866. What are the various symptoms of this disease? Student, there would be short statured and small round head. Okay, there would be partially open mouth, okay, with protruding furrowed tongue, you can see. Palm will be broad, okay, and there would be slow mental development. Okay, I hope so that you have got, just you have to remember that what are its causes and what are its symptoms. Okay, and also it can come that who described it. It was described by Langdon Down in the year 1866. Student, in this picture you can see here this is 21 chromosome. Okay, and here in spite of 2 there are 3 chromosomes. Okay, so it is trisomy of chromosome 21. Student, if okay it affect 21 chromosome, it mean that it will affect both male and female. Remember it. Okay, Whereas if I talk about student this Klinefelter syndrome, it will affect male. Okay, what happened in this? There is a presence of an additional copy of X chromosome, which resulting in the karyotype of 44 plus XXY. Okay, and it comes to be your 47. In spite of 46 chromosome, now there are 47 chromosome. Clear? See here students, what would be there? 44. Okay, that is your autosomes, and this is your normal male. Okay, but if there would be extra X chromosome, then that male person is suffering from Klinefelter syndrome. Clear? What happened in this student? In this, sex of the individual is masculine, but okay, but that masculine will possess various feminine characters. Okay, there would be the development of breast, and that is known as gynecomastia. There would be poor beard growth and often sterile, means that person can't be a father. Okay, and there will be the feminine pitched voice of that person. I hope so that you have got an idea. Okay, as you can see in this student, this is X chromosome. Okay, and now there are 2 X chromosome and only 1 Y chromosome. Student, if I talk about Turner syndrome, okay, it will affect female. What happened in this? There is absence of one of the X chromosome, which will result in the karyotype 44 plus XO. 44, okay, plus X0. Okay, so total number of chromosome in that female would be only 45. In case of your Klinefelter, it would be 47, because one extra X chromosome has been added, but here one extra X chromosome has been deleted, so the number of total chromosome would be 45. Clear? After that student, what are various symptoms? Here there would be sterile female with rudimentary ovaries. Ovaries would be very much small, and the result of this, what would happen? Female will not give rise to any baby. Okay, there would be webbed neck. Okay, poor development of breast. There would be short stature, small uterus, puffy finger would be there. And if there is any confusion, this will clear your that confusion. Okay, see here, Turner, here female is the sufferer, in your Klinefelter male is the sufferer. What happened in this? Okay, female will lack one X chromosome. Okay, so total number of chromosome would be 45 instead of 46, as we know. But in case of your Klinefelter, no, total number of chromosome in that man would be 47. Why? Because there is addition of one X chromosome in this individual. Okay, so I hope so that you have got a clear cut idea about all these things. So dear student, with this I have finished the chapter principle of inheritance and variation. I hope so that you have got everything, but if still there is any doubt, please feel free to call me. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.